Well, we're happy to be back, and we think we've got a really interesting story this time. This is a ranch where not only we have a really interesting physical location, but we've got a great human story.
Yeah, we've got a pretty good lead here. It came out of the book, The Hunt for the Skinwalker.
You're talking about Kelleher and George Knapp's book,
Right.
So what part of it is this from? I mean, what is the story?
There's a whole section in that book called Other Hotspots, right?
Inside that book, they reference a ranch in Colorado.
And the story in the book references a family and a series of strange events over the years, but keeps the names involved completely hidden. There's pseudonyms, no name of the location. That is kept concealed. They called it Rocky Mountain Ranch. We reached out to MUFON, Colorado MUFON, and the head of Colorado MUFON is a woman named Katie Page. So this is a real puzzle to put together, and Katie really is the keystone. Turns out Katie Page is part of that family living on the ranch and has firsthand knowledge of this whole story.
So she is an experiencer.
Correct. Katie herself was an experiencer at age 9 on the ranch referenced in the book. And when we got in contact with her, she actually turned us on to a very little known report that was filled out at the time by a group called the Aerial Phenomenon Research Organization, the actual precursor to MUFON.
The APRO report from the late 70s documents a lot of this phenomenon.
And the ranch itself actually has a lot of the same strange phenomenon that you have here on Skinwalker Ranch. And somehow this report has gone unnoticed. Nobody's paid attention to it. It was mostly lost until we connected with Katie, and then Katie actually brought it to life for us.
And now Katie, reconstructing her own history, has agreed to go back to the ranch with us. Because she has never been back to the ranch. This is going to be her first time setting foot on that property since she was 8, 9, 10 years old.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So good luck, guys.
Yeah, well, it's go time.
Can't wait to hear back from you.
All right.
Tell me about your connection to the ranch.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I mean, this is the mid-70s, so my mom, she met a gentleman at work, and that gentleman owns the ranch.
How old were you at the time?
I'm 9 to 12 years old.
9 to 12. So you spent a lot of time out here.
Yeah, a little bit. Every time that either my sister or I spent time on the ranch, unusual things happened. What I recall the most was it was like this heavy feeling of just being uneasy, being watched. The scariest night at the ranch, the adults were in the front room